And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Sanders shaking and baking. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Ready?
Another run with Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield, but I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Cup 19! Go, Reed, go! 19!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
18 runners.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, back to Sanders. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And Sanders has got it complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, the kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. 13. Hey, middle.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it, because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run a section.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 37 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.